Google doesn't want your Google business profile verified. That's right. Google doesn't want you to get your business verified. Google says they do, but that isn't true. It's all a lie. In this video, I'll break down the exact steps to get your Google business profile verified, so you can start getting hundreds of 5-star Google reviews, get customers for free because your business is on the map pack. We have dozens of businesses contact us every week that don't have a Google business profile. I made this video for you guys. You ever wonder why Google makes it so hard to verify your business? It's not by accident. The reality is that Google makes money by selling ads. They don't want your business to get your Google business profile verified on the map pack, because then you won't have to pay for expensive ads. In this series of videos, I'm going to take you step by step on how to get your Google business profile verified. In the process, get on the map pack and the first page of Google. If your business has been denied verification, or you're facing the dreaded video verification, or worse yet, you've been suspended from Google, you're really going to want to watch this video. Hey, I appreciate it if you like and subscribe. That's how YouTube knows to push this video out to more business owners like you that could use this help. Both Alex Hormozi and myself are big Dan Kennedy fans. I've read all of Dan's books. I've studied Dan, Gary Halbert, behind your hundreds of business books. Truth is, studying these masters of marketing and business books is how I made a lot of money. As Dan said, it's all in these books. You just have to take the time to learn it. And most importantly, as Dan teaches, you have to implement. You have to actually do stuff. And that's what this video is about, helping you do stuff. It's why Dan says that Napoleon Hill got it wrong. It shouldn't be think and grow rich. It should be implement and grow rich. Because you don't make a lot of money. You don't get rich by thinking. You have to actually do something. But Think and Grow Rich sold one hell of a lot better, because people want to buy stuff because they want to try to cut corners. It's why the 4-hour work week sold so well. I have that book too. Okay, I got all these books. But the one thing too about making money, it's not about grinding harder. It's about working smarter. And that's what this video series is all about. Working smarter. Here's the thing. I read all these books, so you don't have to. I'm going to save you a lot of time. I'm going to tell you something else. I'm going to tell you something else right now. Shortcuts are for losers. Seriously. I know all these YouTube people out there, they give you these get-rich-quick schemes and get-rich-quick courses, and they're trying to sell you shortcuts. Don't buy it. Not one bit. Alex Hormozi and I both have a strong stand on shortcuts. This perspective aligns perfectly with this Google Business Profile Verification series. So, shortcuts aren't really shortcuts. Most people look for a quick fix to success, whether it's in business or fitness or marketing or whatever. But these so-called shortcuts usually skip the fundamentals, leading to bigger problems later. Avoiding the hard work makes things harder. When you try to bypass the proper process, you end up with a weaker foundation, more problems down the road, and wasting even more time and money fixing these mistakes. It's the same way with getting your Google business profile verified. If you don't do it the right way, the way I teach here, you're either going to get suspended as soon as you click submit, or at best, get video verification. And good luck with that. Now, I have a video on that. And I teach you how to do the video verification. I'm going to tell you the best thing to do is avoid video verification altogether. So you pay for shortcuts eventually. Alex Hormozi argues that you always pay for what you skip. You always pay for what you skip. Either upfront by putting in an effort to do it right, or later by dealing with failures, delays, or expensive mistakes. I'm telling you, I call it the illusion of the shortcut creates demand. It's true. People are selling shortcuts because they know people like you want them. But in reality, what they're selling is a detour that keeps you from doing what actually works. So how does all this relate to Google Business Profile Verification? The traditional methods that Google recommends and all these gurus on YouTube recommend they're going to feel like a shortcut, but end up making verification harder. Like forcing video verification. That is a pain. You don't want to go there. You don't need to go there. When there's a better, more strategic way. That's my method, the way I'm teaching you here. And I'm teaching it for free. So if you follow the path, what Google tells you, you'll hit roadblocks that'll force you to take their harder path. So let's get this out of the way right now. My unique method on getting you your Google business profile verified without video verification isn't really a shortcut. My method isn't a shortcut at all. It's the smarter way. So instead of falling for Google's trap, you're playing the game correctly from the start, avoiding time-wasting verification failures. But in other ways, my method here on getting your Google business profile verified is a huge shortcut. Because if you follow all the steps I tell you in this video, you're most likely going to get your Google business profile verified without video verification. You're not going to get suspended. You're not going to jump through all these hoops. How do I know? I hope people do this all the time. This is all time tested. I know this because I took my local service business from not being verified to having multiple locations to a 7-figure exit. I'm not telling you that to brag or try to be cool. I'm telling you this because unlike all these other YouTube gurus, all these people that tell you how to do this, I've done everything I teach, and I still do it today. I help businesses get their Google business profile approved all the time. Why do I help them? Because one of the things my company does is they help get you a ton of 5-star Google reviews. We help you get on the map pack. We help you get a ton of free business because you're on the map pack and people call you. No one does Google reviews like we do. No one. These businesses are getting Google reviews and getting free calls because they're on the map pack because they've gotten their business verified. They've gotten their Google business profile verified. Don't be tempted to cut corners. Do everything I tell you to do here. Because like Alex Hormozi and Dan Kennedy will tell you, you can do it the way Google tells you to do it, or you can do it the hard way, the smart way from the start and make a lot more money. The crazy thing is everything I tell you to do, and I explain it throughout this video, is going to help you make a lot more money faster. So when you cut corners and don't get your Google business profile verified, if you're smart, then you're really going to watch this series and do everything I tell you to do. So sit tight, make sure you watch all these videos, don't skip any of these steps, and I'll see you on the other side. Once you do get your Google business profile verified, give us a call. We'll help you get hundreds of 5-star Google reviews. We'll help you get on the map pack. You can't get the Google reviews you need without a Google business profile. So here's the problem. Is everything that Google tells you, everything that ChatGPT tells you, everything that these guys, these gurus from YouTube tell you about getting your Google business profile verified is just plain wrong. I get dozens of local business owners contacting us on Facebook every week, and they don't have a Google business profile. And that's a problem because without a Google business profile, you can't get Google reviews. And so in this video, I'm going to break it down step by step, all the exact steps you have to take before you try to get verified. These are all very important steps. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you don't have a Google business profile. So the two things I recommend you do is first you go to Google and Google it, your company name, to make sure you don't have one. And second, you go to Google Maps here. Just go Google Maps and then put in right up here. So for example, I put in the name of a company here, Allstate Roofing, and I just randomly picked this company and I put it in and it shows that they have a Google business profile here. You'll see it. If you put in, for example, I'm going to come back over here and put in Joe's Roofing Excellence. Boom. It says Joe's Construction, but you see that didn't come up, Joe's Roofing Excellence. So then we know it doesn't have a Google business profile. Herein lies the problem, is that there's a lot of businesses that are rank and rent sites. I want to explain this to you. It's important. They're called rank and rent. What they do is they go, let's say it's a roofing company, or they want to act like a roofing company. They go and get their business ranked on Google, and then they sell the leads out. And so they're not a legitimate business. And so they could do it in any number of areas, but it's been in the trades mostly. That's where it started. Now it's everywhere. And so what they do is they act like a business, and they go on there and they get on the map pack or on the first page of Google. And then when people click on them, they sell the leads to other businesses. You might have gotten calls from these businesses before. I don't know, but I'm telling you, that's what happens. So because of that, Google in the last 3, 4, 5 years has really clamped down on who gets verified, what businesses get verified on Google. So that's a real problem for you. And that's a problem because when you try to get your business verified, Google is going to assume that you're not a real business, and they're going to either make you get video verified or suspended right when you apply for your Google business profile verification. So because of that, you need to take a bunch of steps to show Google that you're a real business, that you're a legitimate business. And all these steps I'm telling you, this is the kicker. Every step I'm telling you, all these steps are going to help you get on the map pack and get your business, what's called search engine optimization, get found on Google. So all the steps I'm telling you help 3 ways. They help you get verified. They help you get found on Google when you get your business on Google. And third is customers are going to see it and think that you're a real business. So I'm going to go through all these steps you need to take, and you're going to say, man, this is a lot, but it is and it isn't. And I think it's 5, 6 steps I'm going to ask you to do before you go get verified, and then you're going to get prepared for your verification before you do it. But these sound like crazy steps, but they're really not. It's not as crazy as it sounds. But I urge you to take every one of these. Do not try to get verified until you do all the things I tell you to do. So because of these bogus companies trying to get their business on Google, you need to prove that you have a legitimate business before you apply for your Google business profile. Hey, here's the deal. When you like and subscribe, then YouTube pushes out this video to other local business owners like you that could use the help. So, hey, I appreciate it if you like and subscribe. All right, you did the right thing staying to the end of this video. And you're really not going to want to miss the next video, where I take you through the next couple steps, how to get your Google business profile verified. You don't want to miss those. These are crucial steps in getting your Google business profile verified. Again, don't be taking shortcuts. You don't want to work harder. You want to work smarter. And the way I'm teaching you here is the smarter way to do it. So see you in the next video.